On Eyewitness News, the man who caused a deadly crash on 195 in 2017 was sentenced to prison today.
Ilkham Akhmedov pleaded no contest to 2 counts of driving to endanger death resulting in connection with this crash on 195 West in East Providence. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian was in court today as a judge handed down his sentence. She joins us now live in studio with more. Kim?
Well, Mike and Shannon, prosecutors say Akhmedov failed to brake or swerve before he rear-ended the victim's van, killing them both. Today he was sentenced to a total of 8 years, with 3 of those behind bars. 44-year-old Ilkham Akhmedov led away in handcuffs Tuesday afternoon, pleading no contest to charges stemming from this 2017 crash. 2 Massachusetts men were killed when the van they were driving in was rear-ended by Akhmedov, crushed between his car carrier and a tractor-trailer. Family members of 40-year-old Stephen Magan of Palmer and 38-year-old Axel Moran of Marlboro speaking in court on Tuesday.
My world collapsed. I felt numbed. I was in disbelief. I started biting my fingers. I didn't know whether or not that I wanted to cry or scream or both.
Both men leaving behind young children, Moran's sister addressing the court.
Brianna was only 13 years old when he passed away. Kyra was just a baby, only 2 years old. How do you tell these 2 kids that their father had died?
The crash, one of the worst fire crews had seen. It took them hours to get Moran and Magan out of their vehicle. About a year later, Akhmedov was charged, the Attorney General's office saying he falsified his driving logs and that his fatigue contributed to the deadly wreck. Akhmedov pleaded no contest the day after Christmas. Today he heard the words of Magan's fiancée read aloud by Assistant Attorney General Jay Sullivan.
The man I loved, my son's daddy, would never come home. I lost my life partner, my teammate. Our family was no longer whole.
And Akhmedov also addressed the court today. We'll tell you what he said coming up new at 6. For now, reporting live in studio, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
First at 6, a Pennsylvania man is in prison tonight for his role in a crash that killed 2 people.
And this was the scene back in 2017 in October. 2 Massachusetts men were killed when the van they were in was crushed between a tractor trailer and a car carrier. Today, a judge handed down a prison sentence to the man who prosecutors say was responsible.
Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian was the only reporter in the courtroom today. She joins us now with the latest. Kim?
Well, Shannon and Mike, members of the victims' families addressed the court today, as did 44-year-old Ilkham Akhmedov, the man prosecutors say caused that deadly crash that claimed the lives of 2 young fathers.
All rise.
44-year-old Ilkham Akhmedov led away in handcuffs, the Pennsylvania man pleading no contest to 2 counts of driving to endanger death resulting in connection with this 2017 crash. 40-year-old Stephen Magan and 38-year-old Axel Moran, both of Massachusetts, were killed when the van they were driving in was crushed by Akhmedov's car carrier on 195 in East Providence. Moran's sister recounting the day she heard the news of her brother's death.
My world collapsed. I felt numbed. I was in disbelief. I started biting my fingers. I didn't know whether or not that I wanted to cry or scream or both.
Both men leaving behind young children. Prosecutors allege Akhmedov falsified his driving logs and his fatigue contributed to the crash. They say he failed to brake or swerve. Akhmedov speaking to the court through a Russian translator on Tuesday, telling the victims' families he's profoundly sorry and wishes he could change what happened. Akhmedov was sentenced to 8 years with 3 to serve. He will lose his license for 2 years when he's released. Also in the courtroom today, an extremely touching moment as Akhmedov was let off in handcuffs. His daughter began openly weeping, and that's when a member of the victim's family came over to her, hugged her, and comforted that young woman. A true moment of humanity amidst all of that grief. Live in the newsroom tonight, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.